Well, I didn't even have to push play. I love it when that happens. Greetings, beautiful being of love and light. Happy Tuesday to 2022. I bet you're feeling it. What an interesting day. So I woke up really, really early this morning, and I was delighted to feel what felt like a new sense of myself. I went to the chiropractor yesterday, got some help with my sacral stuff, and oh my goodness, some stuff came up. I realized really that this was cellular trauma that I was releasing, and it really helped me to pinpoint exactly what was going on with my body. So that was super helpful. But let's get back to today, Tuesday, February 2nd, 2022. You know, this has just been a powerful day. And interestingly enough, I have had a couple of conversations that, because I'm in a good space and really present with paying attention to my thoughts, my feelings, my reactions and emotions, right? It allows me to become more and more aware of, oh, did you see that little, what was that little fairy flying by? It allows me to become just more aware of the energy around me and perhaps what somebody else might be sensing and feeling. And some really interesting connections today. I've got a couple of friends, a couple of contacts that seem to be struggling with their own sense of self-worth and even identity and the impact of others' energy on them, and how that could cause one to question oneself, or pull back from being that big, bright, strong, vibrant, authentic being, that's calling them forward. You know, I've held myself back for years. I liken it to when I was a little girl and I would go hide in my purple closet at night. You know, it's kind of the same thing. You know, I'll peek out, I'll dip my toe into something, and I like to observe, and kind of keep a bit to myself, right? I haven't really put myself out there very much, but I've been doing this for a very, very long time. All of my work that I do is mostly word of mouth. It's wonderful to hear from you when you reach out to me. That is such a great joy and a great honor to be able to connect with others that I haven't actually met, in the physical. But, once we do connect, there is this beautiful energetic connection, and I can absolutely feel you, and I get to enjoy you and sense you and celebrate with you. And, that's how energy works. There really are no barriers unless you put your barriers up. It's really a delight to be able to connect with those that are here to assist you. That's such a joy. But anyway, let's get back to today and what's going on emotionally. So we've had a lot of sacral stuff coming up over the last few days. And, what is that connected to? Well, it's connected to our emotion, our energy and motion, our waters, our flow, our holy waters. It's connected to our sexuality, our sensuality. It's connected to our ability to not only create life, but to express our creative self, right? It's when our sacral chakra is happy, we feel hot, juicy, good. We feel like we're in the flow. We don't doubt ourselves. We don't question ourselves, right? We're not worried about what maybe someone else might think or might say or how we might come across. We're honoring our own flow, right? And we're honoring our emotions, our energy and motion. And what I've noticed happening with some people is some of us are hesitant right now. And now's the time to be full on, 100% in absolutely who you are, going for it, going for what you want, speaking your truth. Really, obviously not with any harm to yourself or another, okay? With your responsible truth, being responsible for your radiant being, right? And your spheres of influence, because believe you me, we all influence one another. Some of us infect others, and we project, our fear, or we're only comfortable being the victim. So there's always someone else at fault. And it's a good time, when we begin to recognize, I've been that person too. Okay. So sometimes it's really hard to look at oneself. All right. Okay, but when I know it's time for me to gaze into my own mirror, when something triggers me, I know there's something big, a big gift for me to unwrap, to discover what is this, right? So when I take that time to reflect upon what's going on with me, and am I handling this to my highest capacity? And am I coming from my heart? How am I feeling? Is there anything out of alignment with me that maybe I am instead absorbing something that isn't mine, or over labeling, overthinking, right? Or judging, right? So it's really interesting that on this Tuesday, right, that I'm also noticing a split, a shift, right? So this is just all the stuff, all the old stuff that's coming up, right? We've been having many, many, many memories of childhood. We've been even having sensations that we had when we were a child. We might remember a trauma or a drama, or something beautiful, like how it smells, when mommy made this special meal for dinner, or daddy, did the same, or what have you. So, and we're also wanting to clean up stuff. So we might be reaching out to old friends and just saying, hey, just thought about you. You might have old friends, or people just coming into your awareness, and suddenly you have this impulse that you want to connect. You want to connect, and you want to somehow soften, or acknowledge, or find some healing, or absolution, or forgiveness, or transmutation through it, which is what I got to experience with all this beautiful work I've been doing for myself to assist in what was happening in my body that was affecting my sacral area, affecting my left shoulder, right? So we receive, so that's the feminine. So we receive on our left, it controls the right feminine mind, and we project with our right, and that controls the left divine masculine feminine. Masculine mind. Anyway, and the whole key is to get these two to communicate and work together, right? And then bring it back into our hearts, right? Is this mine, or is this someone else's, right? What is this feeling in my body? What does it bring up? Do I see colors? Am I having memories? Am I having visions? So really what helps me is breathing into my body, taking that time to just really tap in what's going on. And then I just intuitively am guided from there. When I called the chiropractor, he had an availability for me in a half hour. It was done. Turns out he knew all about somatic release. He knew about the meridians, and the work he did with me was phenomenal. And actually, I have a feeling we might even be collaborating together. So I'm really excited about that. But anyway, Get the help you need physically, emotionally, right? Especially if you work on others, especially if you're a light worker, especially if you're laying your hands or you're exchanging energy with another, if you work around a lot of people. Make sure you go to those beautiful beings that love and support you and allow them to touch you with kindness and compassion. Allow them to help you shift, right? And we're not alone. It doesn't matter how far along you are on your path. We all need assistance. You know, I'm here to help those just beginning on their journey, or those who have been on their journey for a long, long time that just need somebody to hold that space, you know, a new perspective, and you know, that compassionate care, you know, maybe some a different way of looking at something that might provide some clarity, you know, because this is not the time to be struggling with our limitations or our fears. It's the time to let it the fuck go. As a matter of fact, my guide said that to me yesterday. It was so loud and clear. What's the theme of the day? Let it the fuck go and relax your happy ass, because you've got this, okay? You've got this. We keep showing up for ourselves and each other, and that's how we do it. We want to keep coming together. You know, whatever you are holding back from, it's going to keep coming to the surface. Whatever things you're leaving unsaid, it's going to keep coming to the surface. And if you don't have the opportunity, or it just doesn't feel right to reach out to wherever something might be incomplete, you've got your pen and paper. You've got your voice. You can record what you need to say. You can write it. You can burn it. You can sing it out, dance it out. You can look at yourself in the mirror and imagine that you're looking at this person. It could be even a parent that's passed, someone that's no longer here, an ex, whatever it would be, and you can have that full-on conversation. Now is not the time to shy away from the things that are difficult and hard. Okay, it's scary stepping out there and being seen. Okay, sometimes it is scary, and it causes anxiety when you're not really sure even how the other might react or respond, or even it's scary to think that, gosh, after 7 years I was still carrying around trauma that reacts. And I looked at the last year when I had problem with my sciatic, same time of the year. This yesterday was the anniversary of a big traumatic event that reminded me of what it was like when I was a child, and so for it to come up again, for me to look at, it was just it's been the biggest gift. And I feel, I am so grateful to feel so amazing and to have all the help and assistance that I need, and I sure hope that you do too. And I just wanted to come on for a brief minute, although this is longer than I thought it would be, to just share my love and interpretation of some of the energies going around. And if you'd like support in any kind of a way, you reach out to me. Love and light.